it's your boy Venom back with another video, and I'm here to tell you that in this day and age of smartphones, I think this video has a purpose. So that's why I'm here. So in my last video, I came down very hard on the iPhone 8, the 8 Plus and the 10. Now don't get me wrong, they are good phones, but sweet Jesus, the price is just too damn high for me to recommend to anyone except the hardcore Apple fans. But it's not just Apple who is guilty of pricing these phones so high. I mean, other companies are guilty too. I mean, look at the Galaxy Note 8. It's over 900 bucks. The LG V30 is over 800 bucks. Sony been pricing their phones like they've been making them out of gold for the longest time. And new Pixel XL2 is over 800 bucks as well. So in this year of increasingly expensive handsets, I'd like to tell you that you can do better. Here are a few smartphone deals in 2017 that won't break the bank. Welcome to my first series on the channel, Ballin on the Budget, and this is a smartphone edition 2017. Sometimes this year's best budget phone are last year's best flagships. Now with that said, let's kick things off big. How big, you ask? How about 5.7 inches coming from LG with the V20? Now the V20 has got to be one of the best but most underrated phones out of 2016. Rocking the Snapdragon 820 and 4 gigs of RAM, this phone was no slouch. But then again, it had to be fast if it was rocking those dual rear cameras. That's one standard lens at 16 megapixels and one super wide angle lens at 8 megapixels. But it didn't stop there. The LG V20 was a multimedia champ, equipped with directional audio microphone system to focus your audio wherever you wanted in the video that you were capturing, or focus peeping to make sure that all the bits you want in the shot are in focus, and even that quad DAC setup on the phone could appease even the most critical of audiophiles. And all this can be yours now for around 300 bucks.
Say what?
Next up on the list is one of my personal favorites when it comes to a great budget phone, the Oneplus 3T. Now, the 3T is a no bells and whistles kind of phone, running Oxygen OS, something akin to stock Android, but with a few tricks up its sleeve. It's nothing to gawk at. It was fast and buttery smooth thanks to the Snapdragon 821 and 6 gigs of RAM. A memory feature that is still not even commonly found in 2017 flagship devices. And these are no longer being sold directly by OnePlus, so your best bet is finding one of these clean examples up on eBay for auction. These usually end around the mid 300s, but I've seen clean examples go for a lot cheaper. And they go fast, but trust me, you'll be spoiled for choices. None of these catch your attention? Well, up next is another device that was hailed for its simplicity and smoothness. A phone by any other name, the Pixel and the Pixel XL. Now, these are offerings from the mother of Android herself, Google. The Pixel was the replacement for the currently dead Nexus line of phones. It sports the Snapdragon 821 just like the 3T, but unlike the 3T, only comes with 4 gigs of RAM. But don't let that get you down. This phone was flawless in day-to-day operations, using stock Android on a 5-inch 1080p AMOLED display and a 5.5-inch 1440p display for the Pixel XL. The UI was just buttery smooth, and all this can be yours for around $380 if you don't mind shopping in the refurbished market. Oh, and let's not forget, this phone was held as one of the highest scores on the DxOMark's score for smartphone cameras last year. Yeah, you heard that right.
Smashing!
Now, I'm not a Samsung fan myself, but my Samsung peeps, I did not leave you high and dry. If you want the best that Samsung has to offer, and you want to stay on top of the smartphone game, and you want to keep it cheap, well, you're out of luck, because the Note 8 was your best bet.
Damn!
But if you want a great phone with great flagship specifications and one of the best single cameras ever put on a smartphone, then look no further than the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. These phones were praised as being one of the most stunning devices out of 2016. With a glass-on-glass design, these phones just screamed classy. Overall, the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge were some of the most feature-rich and snappy devices to come out of 2016. Rocking a Snapdragon 820 processor, 4 gigs of RAM, a 5.5 or 5.1 inch screen at 1440p depending on which one of the models you got. All Super AMOLED displays, by the way. I'm sure owning one of these in 2017 would be no disappointment. All this can be had for around $380, and I'm talking BNIB here, people. For you who are new to the smartphone shopping game online, that's brand new in the box, full retail packaging, all accessories included. But if you insist on a 2017 phone though, there are a few sweet deals out there on some refurbished Samsung Galaxy S8s, so you can check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. By the way, links for all of these will be in the description down below if you want to check them out. Now you're probably thinking that's it, right? That these are probably the best phones you can get on a cheap in 2017. But I'm here to tell you that's just not true. Now, if I was to cover all the good budget phones, we would still be here talking about budget phones in 2018. So what I want to do is encourage you to go head down to the comment section. Feel free to drop a phone that you think deserves to be on this video. I'll try to get back to as many people in the first 24 hours as possible. Now, I didn't want to leave my Apple people high and dry. You are not forgotten.
Nobody gets left behind
or forgotten.
If you were expecting me to recommend one of the new iPhones, well, obviously you have not watched my last video. Links to that will be in the top right corner as well as in the description. Now, a good iPhone can be had with the 6S or 6S Plus. It's still not the sexiest design, it's still got that giant forehead and a huge chin, but this phone has got 3D touch, a decently fast processor, and it can still run on the newest OS, iOS 11. And it's got a headphone jack, so yeah, it's got that going for it. If you want, I recommend you pick up one of these directly through Apple to avoid any funny business that can be had with third-party retailers. You don't know whether these phones are actually new or maybe refurbished or could even be used. You don't know if they're coming with the right box, with the right IMEI numbers and all these things, so I'd recommend going directly through Apple. You can get one of these directly from Apple for around $449. In my opinion, it's finally worth it now. If you still insist on a newer iPhone, I'd say go for the 7 Plus. It's got that dual camera system going for it, it's still got that portrait mode, and it's the only one from that generation that I'd recommend. I mean, the iPhone 7 is just a 6S without a headphone jack. So, did you hear a phone that you liked in this video today? If not, feel free, comment down below. If you think I got something wrong, comment down below. Any recommendations for my video? Down below. So, do you think I left anything out? What phone do you think you're gonna pick up this year? Are you even considering a new phone? Do you know someone who is? Well, if they are, share this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you like my videos. This has been your boy Venom, and I'm out.